Incoming. Intro is going. And we are live. What up, everybody? We are back, and I hope the audio is working good. We're going to be testing out stuff tonight. Tonight's kind of like a chill session just to make sure everything is working okay. I hope you guys can all hear us okay. Make sure you guys let us know how the sound is, and also to make sure to let us know, how it looks and if everything's working. Hopefully that's all good. So what's going on, gents? How you doing?
Doing pretty
Doing
good.
all right, man. Yeah.
Hell
Nothing
yeah.
too new.
I'm excited. I dropped off a 32 card submission to PSA.
Nice. How long's that looking?
It's
these days?
Okay. So whatever it says as their turnaround time, it's like half that time. So it says 60 days right now. I expect it in a month, like 30 business days.
Okay, that's pretty.
Yeah. So like in reality,
it was, say.
Yeah. So in reality, it was that like 2 months in all reality.
Yeah. CGC's doing the same thing, and let's be honest, man. When they were telling you a month and it was 6 months, like that was a bad look. People don't remember the olden days. Shit was tough, man.
Yeah.
Get our books back fast now, but
where you had to time it just right. Like if you wanted to hit that, yeah.
Well, I honestly sold a shit ton of stuff raw that I didn't want to. You couldn't wait 9 months for, especially the speculation era or the stronger speculation era. And then we finally do have a new Marvel movie dropping. It'll drop for a few people, but most of us get to see it starting tomorrow. So,
hell yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see what people think of it. That's for sure. I know there's a lot of people that aren't getting their hopes up, and I'm one of them. So
I'm happy. I really want to see it. So I'm going tomorrow. We know it's been hard to stay away from some spoilers. I prefer not to try to kill it for people tonight. Let's just say, and I probably don't know everything, and I don't want to know everything. I just know, like, if you've been paying attention to what's going on in adjacent movies, multiverses, the individual shows that had some of the character actors in there, especially Kamala Khan, I don't think should surprise you too much, but it's Doctor Strange, lots of different stuff. So I'm excited to see what's going to go on. I like the characters. I liked Miss Marvel, the show, better than a lot of people that I know. So we'll see what's going on. I have heard it's a bit more of a Miss Marvel movie than it is anybody else's, but again, that's Twitter, so I can't tell you for sure. Insiders and people who've seen it and things like that, and that's fine with me. I like to see how it goes. I'm kind of excited. I am going to go tomorrow. I pretty much all the Marvel movies I get to see. I suspend disbelief a little bit. I sort of like how they go just in general. I hate a little less than some of the people. Maybe I just want to like them, so I do things like that. The Guardians was really good. Ant-Man, honestly, I slept through half of it and haven't gone back to see it. I'm one episode back on Loki, which is about to finish, and we all know that Loki's more about the acting than the rest of it, but it's doing a lot of tie-in. So I find Loki good. I find it, I really love the Loki parts with the sort of Terry Gilliam, Time Bandits-esque, Brazil 1984, Blade Runner kind of way that everything is set up in Loki. I think it looks pretty cool, but maybe I'm one of the only ones, but I'm ready to see Marvels tomorrow and ready to expand and hope that Disney Marvel does a good job.
Well said. We'll see. We're all hoping that they do a good job, but you never know, man, with what's going on with over there. They're changing everything. They did that whole new spotlight thing. What they're trying to change, which I think is smart. We love continuity, but we also want tales where you don't have to have continuity. That type of shit.
Hmm.
Well, I felt like it was always a time for them to like after hitting that peak of Endgame and all that, it was a time for them to rebuild and build up to something new again, right? Or like I guess like having a final resolution, somewhat. But then like now they're trying to ramp it up again to build up to like what Secret Wars. So I guess we'll see like how the path goes.
Yeah. Yeah. We'll see.
Yeah. What did you see the Echo trailer though?
I did. It was badass,
I
bro.
did. That was
Okay,
awesome.
Echo's looking good. Using Kingpin is going to be great. Supposedly not much Daredevil in this, which is fine with me. I don't completely need it. It did make me actually try to pull out Echo stuff, and it's one of those where I wish like this was her first appearance instead of the second appearance. Because come on, that adds $200 in a 9.8 easy, right? You got to be kidding me. That David Mack cover is
Beautiful.
absolutely stunning, and number 9 is one of his weakest covers of that run right there.
Yeah,
but that's okay. That means this should be worth more, and so this is being assessed for grading. We'll see how it goes. I think that's the only one I have, and I don't want to show you guys the price tag when I bought it, but
I have a couple of those too as well.
Cheap.
That I actually bought those on the dip, like after Joe tanked the book. So, but mentioning Joe, happy birthday!
Happy birthday!
Yeah,
I was hoping he was going to jump on. We could all sing him happy birthday.
I guess
he said he might. I think.
Yeah, he said he might. It depends on how his night goes.
Yeah,
and you know how his nights go, so they go usually pretty good. So.
Well, yeah, but he get in a fight with the waiter and get thrown out of the restaurant, and be home early. So yeah, you never know with Joe, dude.
I would always say that Joe makes his own fun, which is always a good way to live.
He does entertain himself.
Yeah,
it's a good way to be, though.
Yeah, definitely.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's a good dude. I love Joe. Man, this we're not gonna get too heavy into this whole epic thing. Everybody knows what's going on, but it's pretty amazing to see everybody just kind of come out and be like, fuck it. This guy is not good. Stand with the community. I've seen all kinds of people make posts. I've seen a lot of people, say, hey, I'm not going to buy anything or sell anything on Whatnot until this guy is gone. Like, that's the type of thing that the comic community needs to do more of. Especially when, and you walk a tight rope here because, you don't want the community to come out with pitchforks against somebody that isn't deserving of it. You know what I mean?
Right.
But when the shit comes out about this guy that, is deserving of it, like, the shit needs to go down. This dude needs to be done.
Right.
So
did everything. Whether it's renting fucking high priced cars, doing giveaways with AirPods. This is deeper than it thinks, man. This dude apparently, it sounds like a dumbass, but apparently pretty diabolical here. So I don't know. I'm surprised. So what did somebody say that was gonna secretly uncover the future Netflix crime ring?
Yeah.
So, who posted that? Somebody, man. There's been a bunch, dude.
Oh, life true crime on the
dude.
site.
It's a straight limited series on Netflix, man.
Dude, I can't wait to see the actor that plays us.
Yeah. That's good shit, man.
Who would play us?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Not
That's a
good
great
actors'
question.
names.
We have to do a Beyond Wednesdays cast Beyond Wednesdays.
A Mel cast.
Yeah.
Cast Beyond Wednesdays.
Mel could do it, man. He was always good at that.
Yeah.
he was always good at that. I wouldn't even know who he was talking about in the actors and actresses, which isn't necessarily my forte anyway. And then I'd look up, I'm like, God damn. And I'd even see clips of whoever it was. I was like, dude, he hits it. Mel should be a caster. I don't know if that's a term, but you get it.
Casting director, I think it's the
there you go. Yeah, the head of casting for Marvel.
Yeah.
And all of Hollywood in general. We'll just Mel do it.
Yeah. Mel knows people. So.
He does.
Yeah. Okay, so it sounds like the audio is not good in the Discord. But we can hear the Discord just fine. That's weird. Brad,
Is there someone talking?
Yeah. Brad, if you're in the
Brad.
Discord, give us a heads up. Play a couple of sounds real quick. You should be able to play a couple of things. You guys heard that?
I heard the applause and then I heard the cash register.
Oh, cash register. Oh, I'm gonna vibrate. I was hoping I made an eBay sale.
Try that again.
I did not. I did today.
All right.
I did hear that.
All right.
I made an eBay sale. I was happy about that.
Hopefully that was a little louder. All right, yeah. Then hopefully that sounds better in the Discord. Do you hear? Is it scratchy or what? Brad.
He just wrote in the chat. It sounds better now.
Oh, it sounds better now. Okay. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Chad Cave is in the Discord. Chad, let us know how it sounds also, if everything sounds good in the Discord. I had to go and I reset my computer completely last night. I was up all night. I've been up all day resetting this. So tonight's show is just going to be us hanging out with you guys. We're going to talk a little about a couple things. I don't have a market report because I spent all day working on resetting up all the OBS. I had to go download all the old programs. I'm still working on it, as you guys can see, but we're definitely going to get this up and running.
So you had to do a complete clean slate on your computer? Dang.
Yep. A complete clean slate, man. It sucked. Broke my heart. But the audio was just fucking up, and then the internet was fucking up on, the show on Saturday night, and I hate that shit, man. That shit drives me crazy.
Yeah.
So.
Did you update to Windows 11 during that, or did you already have the 11?
I like Windows 11. I use it. Okay. You just have to set it up the way that you like it.
Yeah. I mean, that's most operating systems nowadays anyways.
They basically make you change eventually.
Oh, look. Ronnie's casting us. Let's see. So Channing Tatum as Sean. Kevin Smith as Yee. But wouldn't that be
Kevin
Clay?
Smith lately? He might be skinnier than you.
He probably is skinnier than me because
he looks like he's about $110, dude.
He went full vegan, didn't he?
Yeah. I feel like a dick, but he looks fucking weird. Like, I'm glad he's gonna live longer. He had the Widowmaker and made it through, which was not cool.
It says I have unstable internet in the Discord. That's fucking weird.
Jesus, that's McClay. The Jesus. Oh,
honestly, I mean, he might be a little too old. Otherwise, for sure, Jeff Bridges is playing McClay, dude.
Oh yeah,
the dude abides, man.
The dude abides.
That's funny, dude.
If we're getting actors like that old, can I get Tommy Chong to play me then?
There you go.
That'd be cool. He's half Asian. He really is.
Yeah, exactly. Canadian Asian.
Canada actually has a big population of Asian people that live up there.
No, but I'm just saying he's not from East Los Angeles, like Mexican guy, like people tend to think because of Cheech and Chong. He's Canadian. I'm just saying that's what he is, right? He's half Asian and he's Canadian.
Is that what
I'm 95% sure he's Canadian. Yeah.
Okay.
Is that his real name?
I think it is.
Yeah, if I start saying is Tommy Chong, it says Tommy Chong, Canadian American comedian and actor. So immediately comes up. Okay, that's what I meant. That's what I meant about Canadian. He's really actually Canadian.
Oh, he just wanted the stoner free. That makes sense.
No, hey, it looks like that Thomas B. Kin Chong. Yeah, I think that's awesome. That's his real name.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Did you guys see the Legend of Zelda stuff?
Mm-mm.
That was pretty
actor,
interesting.
maybe.
Are you talking about is it what, the new Switch game?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, where it's like the actual console for it?
No, not the new Switch game. There's a new live action movie coming out that they're gonna do.
I did hear about that for Amazon, right?
Yeah. I don't know if it's Amazon.
Oh
Is it
no, wait, that's
Amazon?
something
I'm
else.
gonna go check it out. We're gonna bring it up here in a second. After I quit fucking with all this stuff.
I saw the kid. I don't know if it was like casting like we just did, or actual casting from the kid that should be Link. And I thought it was good if that's actually what it was.
See, I'm confusing my games. I was thinking of Fallout. Amazon's doing a Fallout series.
I don't know.
Let's take.
I mean, that has a huge cult following. It's the only reason why I'm saying anything.
I'm gonna bring you guys into the Matrix real quick. The Matrix.
All right, let's go to the Matrix.
I don't know what to do for to transfer to the Matrix. Oh, are we supposed to like lay back and then
Year 2000. No.
Or is this when we take the red pill and the blue pill?
Yeah.
Right? Is it? Yeah.
Fuck it. Let's take it. Take all the pills, man.
Take
Let's
'em
go.
all.
Right?
I'm ready. Give me all the tunnels at the same time, man. I'll figure out my way. Just let me in there. I'll figure it out. Right? One starts going bad, just fucking switch to the other.
Right?
Amen.
Exactly.
That's it, man. Mind over matter here.
All right, so you've got Nintendo is making a live action Zelda movie. The strike is over. Here you go. Live action Zelda movie. Let's turn off this retailer widget here. And then I got to figure out a place to put that. Control Z. All right.
Rob Liefeld us to it. That would be good.
Sony
I thought
is
it'd have been
making
Donny Cates, but
Sony's making sure it has its future theatrical franchises covered as the actors' strike appears to be winding down. The studio is co-financing with Nintendo a live-action feature of a popular video game franchise, Legend of Zelda. Co-financing, is that the same thing they do with Marvel for the Marvel properties? They co-finance. That's interesting.
I'm not sure. I mean, that's Nintendo being that big a deal. They probably want some say in it with that. You know, that's a lot of brand equity for them. So this might be a little bit more of a unique situation.
Yeah, it's probably just all how the contracts are written in that, I would assume. Like, especially like with the IP this big.
It'll be produced by Miyamoto and Avi Arad, who's former Marvel head before Feige, right? Avi Arad. He was the Marvel video person.
Miyamoto or whatever. He did all those big animes, didn't he? Those epic ones, like the ones that like won like tons of awards. Like Spirit Away, stuff like that, right?
I thought he's the guy that designed Zelda and Mario and all that stuff. Yeah.
Okay. I'm thinking of someone else.
Yep. He made Mario and Zelda, creator. So.
That's
no
cool.
release date. So.
I mean, all the new Zelda stuff that my friends at Game More, especially on the Switch, have had them supremely addicted.
That's why Ninth Wonder stopped creating content because of Zelda.
Really? He started playing it?
Dude, yeah, no, he actually did start playing it, and then like like as soon as he started playing it, we started hearing less and less from him from the "How may we help you" chat and stuff like that. And then now we get like, I mean, and I know he got busy at work as well, so I think that's what he was splitting his life between, like Zelda.
He had a job.
Yeah, and a job. Like he's had a job for a while now.
Yeah.
Fucking. I mean, it was like one of those jobs you couldn't refuse at the time. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Did he work for Bad Idea for like a day or two or something?
I think he was a part of that whole that thing where you paid to be an employee or whatever.
What?
Is that what that was?
An employee?
Yeah, you didn't hear about that?
No.
Like, this happened like probably like 2 years ago. Like Bad Idea was saying like, okay, yeah, we're taking on job applications and blah blah blah. Like send this amount of money and you become an employee. Like you can pick from these 3 job titles. We'll send you a business card and blah blah blah. And it it has certain perks and benefits. I don't know. It was weird.
Wow.
Okay.
But I was like,
I didn't see that one. I saw an announcement and I never saw anything else. And I was like, okay. Like, I was like, because I remember being the same cons with those with Dinesh and he, and I'm like, I don't remember the connection there, but okay. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So all I remember was like, I told Ninth, I was like, hey, if you sign up for that, just be like, yo, Dinesh, I need a discount on my passes to SCCC or something like that.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. I saw they're doing a Kickstarter. I saw Dinesh some of his tweets today. I didn't get that deep into it. If we look it up, I saw some, but it's kind of the same stuff that they've been doing.
I was going to use it.
Comic book production.
Yeah, I was thinking about using it for the thumbnail, that La Rosa image. Did you see that? How good it looks?
Yeah.
Oh my god, man!
Is that the one with the gumball also?
Yeah, no. Well, it's the one where it's the guy's face and it's kind of like going back. It's like going bad and shit.
I'm pretty sure we're talking about the same one.
Yeah.
But Dinesh did like a gumball overlay of it, I think, on Twitter. Just a sec. Be quiet, Twitter. Don't start yelling.
All right, let me see if I can get the chat.
Yeah, it's that for sure. It's. Oh, you can see. It changes from. Is that it? And it changes to gumballs?
Yeah, dude. That's amazing, bro.
That's like Dinesh's latest tweet.
Dude, that is so good. I got to bring that up. Is it a tweet or an Instagram?
It's his. It's on his. I don't know where else. It's on his. It's on his Twitter.
Okay.
I didn't see if it was. I didn't look for Instagram or not. So just look up Dinesh's Twitter, and it's like his first or second tweet. Or you can kind of look up the. It's not La Rosa though. It's let me see. It's Tomas Giarello, I believe. Giarello. Here, I don't know. Probably messing it up. And Matt.
What's Dinesh's Twitter handle?
It is at Dinesh_S.
Why am I not seeing it? Hold on here.
I don't know. Or you can just look up his whole name and it'll come up. That's on there too. But at Dinesh_S.
He doesn't drink nearly enough vodka. Who doesn't?
There he is.
Chad.
I don't.
I want to know.
I don't drink vodka. There's a reason though.
Yeah,
you guys never get to find out. but Sean's arrested for a show.
Look how badass that looks right there.
You can bet vodka was involved. Yeah, it's either it's a gumball filter or whatever. It's cool as shit.
But that image right there is sick just by itself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn.
It's called Out of Time or something. Save Time.
Yeah.
Save Now.
Save now.
Save
yeah.
Now. They waited for daylight savings.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah,
for
that is
sure,
funny.
dude. Dinesh doesn't do things unplanned.
No.
As
Yeah.
far as I can fucking tell. That
No, everything is planned, and there's a little bit of snarkiness or a little bit of trolling in it in a good way, which I'm all for that. I love this too, right here.
yeah.
The Destroyer. It looks badass.
Yeah, art's great, dude.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Damn. So we'll keep an eye on that. That's going to be excellent. Excellent.
You saw him pick up that Unity cover, right?
Yes, Jesus.
You got that BWS, Barry Windsor Smith, Unity 0. For a Valiant guy, I mean, that's gotta be up there with your, I mean, ridiculous grails,
Oh yeah.
to say the least. You know
Oh,
what I
yeah.
mean? When you that and a Harbinger 1 or something like that, I mean, what's really higher than that?
Yeah. All right.
I don't want Rise 0, but I could draw that myself. So.
Wait, you don't have a short box full of those?
I do have some. I have my original copy from when I was a kid. Bought it
I
off
do
a
too.
wall. Yeah,
Yeah.
I bought it off a wall, man. And I am at Magnus World Fighter 12, the first Turok. Used my whole $40 gift certificate on it.
Nice.
I sold a 98 for $90.
Hey,
Out
at
of
least you
that.
got your at least you got your
Yeah.
money back, right?
Yeah, for sure. Wasn't the same book, but yeah.
yeah. But
That's
the
pretty
idea.
funny though. I remember that was a big deal, man. My aunt and uncle gave me $40 to the comic store. For sure the biggest, and this is, whatever, 92 or something. For sure the biggest gift certificate I'd ever had anywhere. And back then, gift certificates, you had to actually go to the store and be like, hi, I would like to buy a gift certificate. And they like put it in a book, and then the manager has to sign it. And then, you know what I mean? Like getting a gift certificate wasn't like how I do Christmas when I go to the grocery store at 10 a.m. and buy $10, $25 gift cards for everybody. Right? It's easy now, but back then you hadn't. So yeah, spent the whole exact $40 on Magnus Robot Fighter 12. But I still have it, so the story's decent.
What do you think is the play on, if there's any play on eBay, or I mean not eBay, spec for that Zelda stuff? I mean, everybody's already spec'd on that. Is there anything worth specking on, the Zelda stuff other than what we already know? I saw that like Tony Blue Green was talking about some really cool magazines. There was also some, obviously Nintendo Powers. That first preview is the key because there is a little bit of Zelda in there. But those Nintendo Fun Club news ones to me are the spec play, and then obviously Vinny, what he talked about the other week was amazing.
Oh,
he's gonna make $200,000.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, they all sure got to be worth something. You know what I
Sorry
mean?
about that, guys.
God, I loved Game Boy. It's probably the best ever was. But yeah, so this good old Game Boy Valiant. Any of these Valiants. I like the Valiant. I know it's a little off topic, but the Valiant WWF stuff also. A lot of that's rare. So I generally will buy those too.
They're saying sound is out in the chat.
Yeah, I was playing with something. Hold on. Sound's going to be out for a second. Hold on, you guys. Don't say anything. All right, now we should be good to talk. Sound should be there now, at least. I'm trying to set up the blue screen because, as you can see, Sean's. I don't know if your hat or what it is. Do you have a blue
it's
hat?
a
Is it a
lot.
blue Raiders hat?
No,
It's
it's
it
it's
is
a,
it is. It's a gradient blue. Should I go to get a different hat?
No, your shirt's doing it too. I think, which is crazy.
Really?
Yeah.
What's it
well,
do?
it's
I've
probably
got
a
it on.
little, and the light from his monitor, I would assume, because that's a blue light, right?
Oh, I'm not live, so
I'm gonna try and let me try and match it. I'm gonna see if I can match it.
Oh, okay. Yeah. See, it's not the gradient anymore.
Oh, is it like cosmic through his like hat and shirt or something?
Yeah, this shirt's just like
Yeah.
black and white, and the hat is it looks cooler now. It looks metallic.
Oh,
Right?
well, I have a blue hat too. Is it doing on this one? Probably not.
Yeah.
It is.
100%,
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah.
Well, that's kind of cool.
Oh, fucking hell. That's right.
Yeah, it's turning it black.
So
I
I should
think.
just-
Is it blue?
So what, my hat?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's actually blue.
Yeah, oh, dude. Yeah, it turns it
Oh,
black.
it turns it black?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna look on YouTube now. I think we're having too much fun
You
with
don't see
this.
it? No, you are, Brian. You are seeing it because I'm watching it on YouTube now. Oh, you don't see that his hat's blue. Get it? Yeah. We look at like in our feed, it looks normal, but Brian
Yeah.
monitors that shit because clearly he's in charge.
Oh, it is black. That looks baller. Actually,
Yeah,
I kind of wish this hat was black now.
Now look at it.
I like it.
Now look at it. E. In the YouTube. If
Oh,
you can.
cool.
Now
Yeah,
it should have galaxies on it.
Do I have like the whole world in my hand now, or something
Yeah.
like that? Right?
Yeah. Yeah. I'll be playing with this, you guys, to make it better. You guys know how it is. It's a pain in the neck.
Dude,
when you have to
I got
reset
mushrooms
everything.
in the kitchen, dude. You let me know ahead of time. We've been doing this, bro. Why are you guys laughing?
Yeah.
I was just
Because
Exactly.
we want some too.
We're all in the same room. We'd end the show early.
We're on the
That's
same
all I gotta
frequency,
say.
man.
Yeah.
It's like, hey Brian, we gotta stop talking and put on some more music, please.
Hey, remember, you guys, if you want to call into the show, you can use the Discord to call in. There is a link to the Discord below, and there's a call in live section. If you guys want to talk about anything, if you guys want to talk about the stuff that we've been talking about over the past week, tonight's probably the show to call in and chat, as we're kind of just we don't have much to talk about tonight. We're just testing everything out.
Yeah. No market report, 3-man
no-
crew. You
yeah.
guys want to bullshit.
Tonight's the tight night to bullshit. Amen.
Night's the night.
Yeah. So, what else do
Wait,
we
so-
got going on?
So the duck was there because if it talks like a duck and it walks like a duck, is that the saying, right?
Yes. Yeah, for sure. Man, what else do we got going on? The Marvels are coming tomorrow. Zelda. Did you guys hear about this? I was gonna save this for a drama report, but you guys know I love Opus Publishing. I love what they've been doing lately. They did those.
Musician comic covers and miniseries, and then like different themed stuff, like where it's like, I guess you could say like is geared towards like horror fans, or like even like like metal musician fans and all that.
Yeah, they did that. What was that thing that they did called? It was. Let me see if I can find it.
I'm not sure. Wait, which company are you talking about?
Opus.
Opus Publishing.
They did what band did they do? They did like that Evanescence comic, right? Who else? Disturbed was that one that like I guess like that got on everyone's radar, because you can feel about whatever about the band, but the art for that book was amazing.
Do they have a website?
I don't know what to. I would assume so. Like what most publishers would or
I
should.
smoked
Alright.
an Opus X from
Here we
Arturo
go.
Fuente.
All right,
Wonderful
so
cigar.
they did this. Where are those badass monsters of metal or whatever they were called? Where's that
Oh.
stuff?
Was it Titans of Metal?
No. Where they had all those monsters playing the different instruments.
Oh,
Not sure. Consider Miss.
Oh, here we go. Here we go. I'll find it.
I don't think it was Death Dealer.
Here we go. Monsters of Metal. All right. So this, dude, I thought this was so cool. These covers were awesome. Like they were like kind of connecting. This was number 1.
Ooh,
And
I
it's
like
got
that.
Frankenstein's monster playing guitar. And the Bride of Frankenstein for cover B. And then
Guitar.
Yeah, Medusa.
Medusa with fangs.
Yeah, singing. And then the werewolf playing drums. Right?
Dude, that's badass.
The jack-o'-lantern playing the other guitar. Okay, so they did that. And then they did... where's the next issue? And then they did this. They started doing different covers of that. They did a Krampus one, right? So now they did this thing where they just adding all these cool, like I like these style covers that they did. Well, they put out one this week that I just fell in love with, dude. It's so badass. It's called Exodus: Tales of the Damned, and it's Dracula playing the keys, and it's got the old school Exodus
Band
font.
logo.
Yeah, the band font.
Yeah.
So, anyways, you know, I've been praising these guys like, this is awesome. I love this shit. I love how great their covers look. I love how they're doing the Frank Frazetta universe stuff and, you know, all that stuff. And then this came out, I saw today. A warning to all artists, beware of working with Opus Comics. This is from Sadat Ozgen. I know I'm saying his name wrong. Sadat Ozgen. He says, for the past few months, I've debated whether to make this public knowledge. However, to protect other artists from experiencing what I and others have gone through, I've decided to share my story. Over the past few months, I've worked on several projects for Opus Comics. I created a Mothman cover, a full issue of Frank Frazetta's Tales of Science Fantasy, and 2 Death Dealer 2099 covers. I consistently delivered high-quality work on time, and my editors expressed satisfaction with my results. In fact, Opus and the company's owner, Lexi Leon, even shared my work on social media platforms like Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. After completing the Mothman cover, I was asked to illustrate 24-page script for Frank Frazetta's Tales of Science Fantasy. I received the final script in late May, and the deadline for publication set for San Diego Comic-Con 2023 mid-July. Despite the tight time frame, I was confident in my ability to complete this project. Working tirelessly, I finished the 24-page comic, including pencils and inks, within less than 3 weeks, even while attending Charlotte's Heroes Con in June. As I progressed, I sent invoices for the completed work, one after the first 12 pages and another after the remaining 12 pages. Considering the demanding schedule and the quality of the work delivered, both myself and my colorist dedicated immense effort to this project, often working late into the night. Our combined efforts ensured that Opus Comics had the finished comic ready for San Diego Comic-Con. Upon completing this project, I noticed that I hadn't been paid for the Mothman cover. Due to editorial changes, I initially assumed they might have overlooked it. However, as time passed, it became clear that none of my invoices had been paid. In August, I inquired about payment with my editor and promised to speak with Lexi and ensure that I would receive compensation by the end of July. Despite my editor's efforts, I remained unpaid. I reached out to Lexi directly, requesting payment for my invoices. A few days later, I received half of the owed amount. This sounds like what Epic was doing, man. This, you know. My editor, continuing to advocate for my payment, assured me that I would be fully compensated by the end of August. However, August came and went, followed by September without any further payment. I again contracted my editor, who reiterated this commitment to resolving the matter and promised payment by the end of October. Again, my hopes were met with silence. Man, this is crazy. On October 25th, I composed a firm email to Lexi emphasizing my intention to make this issue public if payment wasn't received. I also contacted Sarah Frazetta, who was unaware of the situation. She apologized for Opus behavior and attempted to intervene, but Lexi remained unresponsive. On October 31st, I sent another email to Lexi reiterating my stance and demanding payment. Despite my efforts, I received no response, no explanation, no apology, and no indication of payment. As of today, I have not been paid for my work. It has become evident that Opus Comics has no intention of honoring its commitments. I am sharing my experience to warn other artists of Opus Comics' unethical practices. Man, it is unacceptable for any company to exploit and withhold payment from its creative talents. I am not the only artist who has suffered from their unprofessional conduct. I urge anyone who has had similar experiences with Opus Comics to speak up. By sharing our stories, we can protect others from falling victim to their predatory practices. Please spread the word and encourage artists to exercise caution when considering working with Opus Comics. Let's hold companies accountable for their actions and protect the rights of creative professionals. I'd also like to emphasize that none of what happened was in any way Sarah Frazetta's or Frazetta Girl's fault. Sarah was as helpful as it gets in this matter. Wow. Whew.
Nice.
Whew. It sounds like the norm lately. I mean, I feel like we've been talking.
It sounds
about...
like it's. I was gonna say it sounds like it's call out season, right?
Yes.
If you had any wrongdoings, call them out now because, like, I mean, do you think that's type of situation too? Of why other people are piling on to what happened with Epic, if it's basically one of those things. If you don't say something now, no one's gonna believe you 6 months from now.
Yeah.
Unless you have receipts, right?
Dude, I just had stuff shipped today from New York Comic-Con purchases that literally October 13th. While the seller is live selling hundreds of books every single day. Right? And I've been waiting as those says nobody's got them, they're all pre-sale, those turtle books from SMZ. I've been sitting and waiting, contacting. Oh, I'm sorry, we're almost caught up. You ran 250 sudden death auctions today, every single day, right? You run 5 shows a day. Ship your NYCC books. These aren't $5 books, dude. And you see all of them coming all the feedback coming in. You know, one star on the shipping took a month, dude. Those, you know what I mean, and especially con books, man. You take a month to ship your con books, dude. I mean, the heat starts to die, you know, and you spent good full price money for these books, you know, $30-$40 a book, 6 books, and they're limited. People start to forget, you know. I tend to grade stuff anyway if it's grade worthy. Sometimes yes, sometimes no. Possibly, you know, anyway, I have people hitting me up that missed out on these books. They're saying, "I'm going. It's really taking over. It's taken almost a month. Oh, we're sorry. Going to live shows. Oh, we're sorry, dude. You're running 200 books today. When are those going to ship? You know, over and over and over again. Now, I mean, that went from saying I know they've gone down to average shipping time to 6 days from 1 when I started checking their feedback. You know." If you can't do it, if you can't ship it, I don't need you to ship. Hey, if you take a week after New York or San Diego, and I don't know how big your operation is, maybe don't do that many exclusives, but I can deal with it. But today's the 8th, and they shipped. They gave me a fake. As soon as I complained, they gave me a fake tracking on the 23rd or 25th of October. and I've just been checking it, but they didn't give them to anybody else until later. It's only because I complained. And come in the live shows, and I want the books. So it's like, okay, do you risk getting all your books canceled? Do you go bitch? Do you go show everybody, hey, I didn't get all my books? Do you wait to do that? And then, or be like, until you get a ban and a refund when you can make money, and you just like the books and you just want them? You know, just don't bite off more than you can chew. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Don't bite off more than you can chew.
That's hard to do.
Yeah,
though,
that's an
sometimes,
epic
man.
dude. Yeah, dude. And you don't. I don't know. I want the books. What am I supposed to do?
That's why I think what happened with Epic, like a lot of people are saying, like, how did this happen? If this, if they owed me this much money, I wouldn't be doing deals with them again and again. And what happens is exactly like Sean said. They want the books. They're worried that if they complain that they're not going to get their books. They're worried if they complain they're going to get screwed on deals that they've done in between. And we have to learn in this industry, especially if you're going to be a retailer in this industry, that not everybody's your friend, even though they act nice. We need
people
contracts.
They bite off more than they can chew, man. It is the same bullshit, and then you just get banned. This dude, banning fucking Epic to the best of everyone's ability is the most epic thing you can people are doing. There's a bunch of shit. Like, I saw that you had Danielle, Nerdy Girl, on Saturday, right? Okay, I'm gonna tell you right now, what happened with acetate was a completely different fucking story. Okay, that's if you say, oh, if you want to say somebody cut the line, that's the worst thing that you can say. Oh, but it's acetate, it's fake, it's not worth what it's printed on. No, dude. I always go back to the point. CGC, they had CGC Blue Label fucking books with that same book, dude. I'm sorry if I'm the person with those books and CGC's already authenticated them and is grading them as that, I'm going with what CGC says, because you got to assume that's the market.
Yeah.
She nor any of the other whatnot dealers didn't have anything to do with those books going to CGC ahead of time. They didn't know that who was going to staple on an acetate cover. They might have found out they're coming out and worked a deal that might have looked bad to people, and we know people paid way too much, but we thought was a stupid price. $500-800. You're paying more than a 9.8 second print, which is insane. And this is when that book, when a regular 9.8 was $3,000 also.
Yeah.
This is over a year ago. So things like that. I'm sorry. This is actual theft. This is stealing. This isn't towing the line. This isn't, and you're running a free auction on a book is so much farther away than actually going on and just stealing. When it's clear that you did it, it's clear that you set it up. It's clear you're distracting someone else can do it. And other people now are saying other books disappeared and everything else. That we got to call out our own on this, and we're smaller, we're a little more incestuous even probably than the card companies, because there's just so much more of them. It's easier for people to become a sports fan than a comic fan, because almost everybody follows one sport or one team if they don't follow a handful or all the major sports, whether it's soccer, MMA, NFL, anything like that. You might follow 7 of them, you might follow one. Most people got at least one. Comics, I don't really, none of my adult friends that aren't in the chat room with us or sitting in front of me right now. We're all spread across the country. We had to find each other, right?
Right, exactly. Yeah.
I can go to any major sports game in LA and find 50,000 other fans anytime I want. Finding a sports fan is easy. So we have to police ourselves a little bit better, and we have to protect people that don't that don't understand what's going on. I had a guy on eBay this weekend, and I took the time. I wrote something nice. I might have screenshotted it in the chat. So he wanted a very expensive book. I mean, I'm not talking X-Men one, but a book sells for over $1,000 on eBay, and he wants his book. And he sends me, he's like, hey, this is worth more money. Would you do me a trade? He sends me 7 9/8 of store variants, and one of Bryan's comics, it's only 50 of them, right? I got a book that I've got it for $1,500 with only two 9/8s, right? I don't expect $1,500 on it, but I'm like, hey man, I hate to break this to you, dude. I know what you paid for all this shit. It's not. It's not. They're not worth that much money. Like I know, but the Brides is, he comes back with the Brides is supposed to go up because there's only going to be 50 of them, and I'm like, buddy, I hate to tell you this. That's just not how that's going to go. I was like, and there's nobody that's going to trade you keys for 9.8 store variants, dude. There's no dealers. There's nobody that knows their shit in comics. Now, don't get me wrong. You might trade 7 of them for a book that's worth $200, but not for a $1,000 book. You know what I mean? Like, there's levels to this shit. But I'm trying to be nice again. I said the best thing you can do, man. If you don't want those books and you want one nice book, we all want to trade all of our shitty books for one big book, right? We all do, dudes. I'll trade my whole closet for not the safe, but the whole damn closet for an AF-15 right now. Let's go. Okay. So, whatever, dude, and I'll worry about that later. And I just have less work to do. But that's all of our dreams, right? Save all away your cheap shit for big books. And I just told him you can't do it, man. These books they're not going to hold their value. That's it. Some of them, very rare ones that are really good, do, and that are truly more rare. And it's generally not going to be the Marvel and DC books because there's so many of them printed. And I try to be nice. I try to be helpful. I'm not even bagging on Bryce for making his money or anything like that, or for selling to these people when all those books do his job, man. And so it's difficult. So I told him nicely, please just go ahead, do your best, try to get whatever money you can out of these books. If you don't want them, save your money and go buy the book you want. And if you can't get enough money, then yeah, and I'm not big into trading on. I'm not trading on people on eBay really anyway. To be honest with you, I'm not trading with strangers on eBay. Too much back and forth and get off.
Well, that's already sketched right there, right off the bat. Like,
yeah, if you can't figure out at BigLegg, right? Hello, it's not that hard to find, man. At least as my listings, right? It's not hard to find.
IG, eBay.
Yeah, exactly. Very easy to find. Yeah, Twitter.
Yeah, just make it all the same. It's not that bad.
BigLegg everywhere. My eBay name is Big. I changed it probably a year ago off Big Sean 13. I had it at Big Sean went from like 2001.
Yeah.
So whatever.
I mean,
it's fine.
I mean, at this point, it's like it's branding purposes, right? I mean, because we're always on these podcasts or wherever.
Yeah.
If our users' names are the same across the board, it's hard to say like, oh, that's someone else, like from, that's BigLegg from on the East Coast. That's a Giants fan or whatever. Like that wouldn't make sense. So.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
That's a good point by Brad there about the grift of what. Well, I'm not going to call whatnot a grift necessarily because I don't like to lump people in, but point taken for sure that they prey on lonely people looking for friendship. And people do build the communities like that. That's how you're going to get that epic dude with all those people in there. Hey, and you know what? I'm going to extend that to. I'm not the way to judge people as lonely or not, but the sellers or like being able to forming their cliques and their selling crews. I'm not necessarily going to call them like lonely people, but looking for friendship and looking to be able to do deals. They're not all necessarily businessmen and businesswomen. They're out there just trying to do their thing and do it on here.
Yeah, what I mean? or it's finding like-minded people. Yeah. Whatever it is. Yeah.
Dude, Arizona, California, Texas, right here doing the same fucking thing, right? So it is what it is. But I think
stuff, getting stuff to get out of the house, right?
Exactly.
Like,
surrounded a room full of crap that only like 20,000 people in the world want.
So rare, it's worthless. Hashtag dinners. Thank you.
Exactly.
You know what's really interesting?
You're surrounded by shit that there's only one of. Yeah.
What's really interesting is through this whole Epic Nation stuff, there is no doubt in my mind at this point that he was doing something where it was akin to. I shouldn't say that. it feels like, or it looks like, or whatever I gotta say to not get sued for defamation, that
Allegedly, right?
allegedly this guy was going and buying all these books in these collections and selling them for losses of up to 50%, right? So, we talked about this many times. It's been talked about many times on other shows. But from what I heard, what he was doing is he would go and buy collections and buy as many modern variants and modern keys as possible and sell those. And then if he didn't have those to sell, he was doing an exclusive. And what he does is he would somehow, if you watch his sales, even Billy from Queen City Comics said he had bought multiple books from him that day and went and sold them on Whatnot that night for half of what he bought them for.
Yeah, I heard that part.
You cannot be doing that on a regular basis consistently and not just be throwing money out the window unless how comic books is, everything's just written down on a piece of paper. There's no real receipts. There's no nothing. There's some kind of fuckery going on there. Some kind of money laundering going on there. Something washing of something, right? And
yeah, not at that level, right?
Yes. And here's the other crazy thing. He went on and did a sale the other night, and he would put up a giveaway book, wait 20 minutes to have the giveaway be out there and bring in people, get his numbers up over 300 viewers, run the giveaway, and then he would start running his auctions. And as soon as the giveaway was done, people would start bailing out, and he would drop down to 200 or below viewers. He'd throw up another giveaway, wait 20 minutes for the giveaway to fill up, get back up to 300 viewers, run 2 more auctions. Same thing would happen. It would drop down to 150 people. Throw another giveaway book up there. And every single giveaway book, what was it, you guys? It was the new hot foil exclusive. The new hot exclusive that there's 10,000 of them out there, that he got free from whoever. And I don't know how you can do that on consistently. And before that, he was doing the similar thing. He was giving away all these iPhones, iPhone accessories, quote unquote, giving them away, right? And that's what people started seeing. And then we hear about the sports car and the high value car renting thing, which was where he came from. This guy don't give 2 fucks about the comic community. He doesn't give 2 shits about comics. He's here for the grift. It's all a grift. And unfortunately, a lot of people feel that the vast majority of the people who Whatnot put their cart behind was doing this grift, right? And that's why Danielle got caught up in it. Theo got caught up in it. And I'm not saying caught up in it like where they were doing the grift. I don't know if they were doing the grift. I don't think those 2 were doing the grift. But if they were, I think that
guilty by association kind of situation.
You got it.
Yeah.
You got it, right? So and there was a lot of people pulling that grift off. That was the way to go. It was do a giveaway, get a bunch of people in there. And then another thing he was doing is, so he was going, so here, for example, what do the grifters do the best of? They know how to take advantage of people that are too nice. They meet all these people throughout the con world, a lot of comic people that are just nice comic people. They say, hey, do you want to do an exclusive with me? They grift them. They steal a bunch of exclusives. They don't give them their books. They only give them half their amount of books, and they're selling all their books. Like, it's a constant grift with these guys. And then he was doing this thing where he would say, okay, I'm going to do a giveaway show. In order for me to start this giveaway, everybody's got to go follow BigLegg Comics. because BigLegg Comics was doing he was grifting BigLegg, and he was telling BigLegg on the side, hey BigLegg, I'm going to get you 1,000 followers, okay? But that's why you're not getting your books. You're getting clout for this. Instead of getting your books that you're owed for your money, I'm going to get you 1,000 followers. And people are like, okay, I guess that's what I got to deal with. That is bullshit. And that is the type of stuff that people have been talking about for a long time. Now,
what are you talking about? 1,000 followers? That's priceless. You can't put a price to that.
Yeah.
Depending on the it might, for some people, it might not be a bad deal, but point taken.
Yeah.
And there's also, let's be honest, man. You open a new LLC under somebody's fucking name, and you got a whole bunch of receipts that shows that you're losing money. How's your tax situation looking when you're getting your money somewhere else?
And he does have an LLC. It's definitely not under his name. It's under his
theoretically, right?
Yeah, his girl's name. So
you're gonna claim that's all profit, or you're gonna get receipts that you're paying full time for that and losing money while you're online, when you're losing money selling the same shit on whatnot, regardless of whether you regardless of what happens with those products.
And again, big shout out to Thorough. Like, Thorough put on some really good shows. That show that he had the other night was great, where he had Binky's on, he had Sub-Zero on, he had Danielle on, he had Hood on, and they were going through all the new information that was coming out that week about this car scam. That just sent it home. Like, if anybody out there thinks, that's the other crazy thing. If you watch his sales, he's got his followers, and they're still following him. And there's all these people in his whatnot sales saying, "Hey, what are you guys thinking? He's pulling the wool over you guys. This guy's selling you stolen goods." And they are throwing up those damn lollipops. And he's sitting there tell everybody to suck a lolly, and they're throwing up those fucking lollipops. It's like he is throwing it right back in everybody's face going, ha, 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 ha. And that's the shit that as soon as you do that, I'll tell you what, people like Thorough are going to be like, now I'm really going to go after you, right? People are going to go put on their Instagram, fucking Rad's really going to go make new posts. Decor's really going to go make new posts. Manny the Comic Collector's and they're going to drop new posts every day because you're out there laughing in people's face. It's the worst fucking thing you could do. So,
dude, who was the post from the guy that said he went up to him, he punked him so hard he took a picture with the comic sideways and backward?
Yeah, oh bro. Absolutely classic. And that dude's a good dude. He reached out to everybody when this was first going on, and you want to wait. You want to make sure that you're not screwing anybody over and telling them the wrong stuff. So you're just kind of making sure that everything's good. And I know Thorough did a good job of not wanting to put the guy out there until he was sure that the guy was okay with his face being out there. But dude, that post, that image that dude put up of him standing there with Epic, and Epic's just scared shitless, is like, okay, yeah, that's the real deal. So
Dumb.
It's very interesting, man. It's very fucking interesting. So we'll see how that all plays out continuing. Yeah, Yeezee is 100% high as fuck. Yeah.
I came in early to help Bryan with sounds checks and stuff like that, and then I left for like 20 minutes, which I'm sure he knew what I was doing. And I came back and I was like just sitting there, and then I just got into that moment too. Do I look extra Chinese? Is that what you're trying to say?
The other thing is, how long until people get tired of hearing about this guy, right? You gotta be careful about that too. You can't just.
I mean, Acetate Gate that lasted a month, right? So
because they didn't run out of books to sell,
right? This Epic's information, I'm sure, what we've heard is only like the surface. I'm sure it gets into deeper, crazier shit too, as well. So I mean, like, do you think we're gonna hear about that stuff over the next, I don't know, let's say month?
Yeah, and it depends if there's legitimately going to be any more consequences. If the guy can just go on there and wash shit on whatnot, that I mean, it just sucks for everybody. They keep posting. There's no way this dude's got a table at LA Comic Con. You know what I mean? Me and fucking Red can go say hi if he does.
Well, here's the interesting thing. You know, the interesting thing is that he's doing that Jewish Center little con this weekend, supposedly. And he was bragging like crazy about doing that and basically saying, those guys don't give a shit about what I do, so everybody out there can suck a lolly. You know?
Oh, for the it's in New York, right? That smaller con? Is that Syracuse or something like that?
No, it's in New York. I'll bring it up here. Shout out to Binkies, who I heard he said that he contacted them to talk to them, and he supposedly had a good conversation with them. Be very interested to know what they talked about. But here it is, right here: comics and pop culture convention with a Jewish flavor. So there you go.
Okay.
Yeah.
So is Binky's rolling?
I don't know. He said, shout out to the fine folks at Jew CE for their convention this week. While my conversation with them today was brief, it was very rewarding. If you're in the New York area, you should swing by the show. So.
Okay, got it.
Yeah.
Okay. I was thinking I wasn't putting two and two together there.
Yeah, and this is the one where Frank Miller's supposed to be at. You know, there's.
Ooh.
Yeah. Yeah.
So at this con, not to like bring up stereotypes, do you think it's pretty hard to negotiate there? For stuff.
Not to bring up stereotypes. Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. Manny the Comic Collector says apparently Epic has been banned from the Jewish event. Good. Fucking A, man. You don't want people like that there. You don't want thieves around with people who are willing to spend money with good retailers. You don't want to muddy the waters. Fuck them. Fuck people like that.
Do you think?
Plus, it's easy. It's hard when there's good people like that. I mean, I'm sure I met Binkies from him probably being a buyer originally, but it was 2.5 years ago or something now. So and then he had a booth that Drew had stuff at, like, so when we were in Baltimore, so I got to hang out. I actually met him, fair deals with that, everything, bought slabs from any of his shows, just an honest. I think he's like me. I think he works by himself. Honest, regular guy with enough integrity to do all this. That's it, man. When it comes to money, two things: money and or physically stealing. You can't. There could be disagreements over things, over who owes what to who. Thing. I mean, okay, but the guys that don't pay their tabs, man. The guys, the people who haven't paid their artists are getting off the hook right now with this dickhead stealing from everybody, man.
Yes. And there's
definitely people out there that have not paid their artist tabs, man. Just like you were just reading about Opus, and Opus they can fly under the radar a lot more easily, I think. I'm not sure the artist was that you. I'm looking up the Mothman's. I'm not sure which one was posting on there, but hey, man, they get away with it a little bit easier, man.
What about Frankie's, man? Fucking over Ivan Tao, like that's the same type of thing. It's happening on a regular fucking basis, like you said.
They're one of them, and and I've known people that have split books with them, and with an artist, and let's just say only one of the two retailers paid their tabs. So, and it wasn't the one. It wasn't. It was the ones that I associate with, not the ones I don't associate with.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. The thing is, it's the same. Not shipping people's books is the same as theft. Sucking at it and shipping them a month later is still not theft. It's fucking annoying. But you know what I mean? Turtles came too slow, but I don't think SMZ stole from me. I got the damn things. But not shipping your books at all and declaring them in bankruptcy. Get the fuck out of here, man. I don't know how they got okayed to sell on eBay.
They got brought in before all that shit. And here's the other funny thing. So Epic was going around telling everybody that that eBay had contacted him and that he had been onboarded onto eBay, but he just didn't want to go and sell on there yet because he didn't want to piss off Whatnot. That's complete bullshit. Anybody that's been told that, don't believe that. I know it for a fact that eBay knows who he is now for sure, and they are not looking to bring anybody like him on anytime soon. They're already catching enough heat for having Frankie's on there.
I mean, why would you want someone like that that's like already like lying right off the bat, saying that like, hey, I'm associated with this, even though I've never, haven't talked to anyone.
Let's take a look. It says Rage is going crazy on Whatnot, going off. Let's go take a look at our boy Rage Theo. You guys know I'm a big fan of Rage Theo over here. Let's take a look at what he's got going on.
That sells on this app to look fucking beautiful, okay? And we don't need a fucking stain in our sheets to stay forever, okay? We can rip the fucking sheets off and burn them, okay? Damn it! Do you have any Digimon comics? Fuck, I love Digimon. Dude, I haven't heard Digimon in a long time. No. I do not have any Digimon comics. Fuck. Now I want some Digimon comics, bro. What have you done? Although I did recently just submit 2 Biker Mice from Mars, #1s, to CGC. I think they're both 9/8. That is a super tough book to find, let alone a high grade, by the way. Digimon comics are super hard to find. Why is Ang Woman your favorite? What?
That's interesting.
Bryan, click on. There you go.
Hey.
Says show notes. If you or anyone you know has experienced any theft or scamming on this app or any other platform by a seller on Whatnot, please email Trust and Safety at Whatnot. And I know Theo said that he immediately, when he found out this was true and he verified it, he contacted Trust and Safety.
What did that say? Whatnot removed my review from a seller that never sent me books. They have a 4.9 seller rating. Interesting. What about seller contacting another seller to ban you? Thoughts? I mean, as long as it's done in private, I don't think that's an issue, but I would just report the person myself or do like a public service announcement like this, letting everybody know, that you don't stand with thievery, and then if they see anything on this app to report it. Otherwise, we're going to keep seeing the same garbage on here and nothing's ever going to change. There's only one issue, right? Oh, BigLegg, what's up? Guys, make sure you give BigLegg a follow. That's another homie as well. Really quick, guys, 1 minute to go. Let's share this.
So there we go.
Dang, BigLegg, that cost you $1,000 for that shout out?
Yeah. Jesus. I'm sure that there's going to be...
I had it on to unmute. No, it didn't cost me anything.
No, I was just joking around.
I know you're joking around.
Yeah.
It cost me a cab ride, but it bought me doubles at the airport. So I think I came out ahead.
I mean, we did run into him quite a bit in Baltimore.
Yeah, dude. I've hung with him at multiple shows. Dude, he talks a lot. He's legit. He's honest. Not as
he stays away from
he gets lumped with a little more
games.
influencer-y people. Let's put it that way. But I've just spent time with him. He's fucking.
But
he's
he's actually approachable. Like
no, he's a good. He's a good dude.
Yeah, he's not just selling everybody's exclusives, that everybody else is selling.
Yeah,
He's actually picking up
it's not. It's
collections.
been
He
on
knows
that. He does a
books.
lot
Yeah.
of X-Men, a lot of his is different. He had a following at the same time other people did, so they kind of brought him along when he doesn't quite fit the same mold as them, and that's my opinion. So
Yeah.
and yeah, I like the guy. So there's that.
I do too. I agree. All right. What else do we got going on? I definitely want to talk some cards and stuff. I am so bummed out with how bad cards have gotten. If you listen, we talk doom and gloom quite a bit lately about the market crashing and all this stuff, and all collectibles are falling. Are coming back down. Video games, cards, comics, sneakers, whatever you think is collectible is on a major decline, 50 to 90% in some places. And what's his name? Carl Jobst put out a new video talking about how the video game market has crashed and it's down 95% and this and that. And that's not true on everything video game. I mean, we saw Vinny come on here last week and talk about how great the foreign video game market is doing, right? You saw that great information that Vinny's coming with, but it's just collectibles. The economy, everybody's tightening their purse strings. They don't want to spend the money that they were spending, which is fine. But cards have gotten so bad, you guys, from the big retailers. And let me explain what I'm saying. I'm going to do a video. I don't know if I'm going to do it live or just do a recording and put it out. I bought a case of Upper Deck Series 1 hockey this year. As soon as what's his name, Bedard, got drafted by the Blackhawks, I put in my order for a case of Series 1 hockey. And the same shit that happened to me with the Topps Chrome 2022 case happened to me in Upper Deck hockey. Upper Deck decides not to put Bedard in the damn Series 1. Right?
I heard he was a short print.
Even if he's a short print, right? I don't care. Okay?
Yeah.
So then they say, okay, we're going to put him in a short print, 1 per case short print. So I start opening some boxes. You're supposed to pull so many Young Guns per box, and you're supposed to get one of those 1 per case short prints of Bedard. I'm down to 1 box. I opened 11 boxes, you guys. I have probably 3 or 4 boxes in that case where I pulled 0 Young Guns from a box.
Wow.
Yeah. It is so bad. It's unreal. So I'm going to contact Upper Deck and say, what is going on here? And I saved. So what I did is, because I didn't open them on video, which I should have, I just opened them for fun. I opened this case. I bought this case just to open for fun. And so what I did is every box that I opened, I took all the inserts and I sleeved them and I put them in a stack. And then I took all the base cards and put them in a stack. And so I know, and then every box base cards all go one way, and that same box's inserts go one way, and I have a whole monster box full. So I can say all these inserts came out of one box, all these inserts came out of another box, and vice versa. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through that whole case live. I'm going to open up the last box first, and then I'm going to go through the whole case live of what I pulled to show you how bad this case was, and send that off to Upper Deck, because it is horrible. I might not even pull a Bedard out of this case. I don't think I'm going to pull one out. I got 1 box to go, and I don't think I'm going to pull the Bedard. So there's that Upper Deck hockey. Fucked me.
So I've made a complaint to Upper Deck before because I didn't have any hits in my in that Spider-Man Skybox metal box. And then it was going to take them like 6 months or whatever to replace it. Like, I did all the stuff where I sent them a copy of the receipt. I sent them the serial number inside the box, and then whatever other information they needed. And then, so out of all that, they did end up sending me like a Palladium card, which is like a see-through, I guess, like one per box, and then I still didn't even get a numbered card or anything. So, but they just sent me another random card, and they're like, "Okay, we're even now." And I was just like, kind of like, "Oh." So I waited like 6 months for like absolute nothing bullshit more. Like I'm glad that wasn't a box for a customer or something like that I had ripped for, and then waited like 6, 7, 8 months for, because that would have made me look really bad, in my opinion. Like if I was opening that for someone else.
Yep.
But
Yeah.
I mean, I am excited for some
case.
products.
I paid $1,400 for that case.
Wow.
Yeah. To get nothing out of it. Absolutely nothing, dude. Wait until you guys see what I've pulled. And I'm not a big, I don't know a lot about this new crop of hockey players. I haven't been following hockey as much as I usually do. But I hope there's a lot of hockey guys that if I decide to do it live, I'll put it up. But at the same time, dude, okay, so that's Upper Deck. So I got to contact Upper Deck about that. Let's move on to Topps, who is now owned by Fanatics. Topps puts out their mega boxes. Now, if you guys know how mega boxes worked in the past, this is how mega boxes for Bowman has always worked. You got 5 packs of regular packs and 2 mega packs. The 5 regular packs usually had no hits in it. All you got were base cards. You got base paper and 2 chrome. But you at least had the chance to pull rookies and prospects in there, which include Bowman firsts in those 5 base packs, right? But you're not pulling any color variants. You're not pulling any autos. No major hits,
and no inserts too, right?
No, you would get inserts, but just no variant, no color refractors or no refractors, no autos. But you could get inserts in the past.
And then typically no numbered cards, I don't think, right?
Yeah, no numbered, no color, no numbered, no refractors. But you could get chrome first, right? Like a lot of my like back in 2019 Bowman, I bought like 100 mega boxes, and I also went online and I bought 85 packs of the mega packs from a guy who was selling them for $1 a piece. And I bought all those because I knew Wander was in there and Julio was in there, and I got a ton of my regular chrome Julios and Wanders from there. So it was a good play. Now, guess what they're doing? In the mega boxes now for Bowman Chrome right now, they're I think $49 a box, if I'm not mistaken. How much are they?
It's 49 or 45.
59, yeah, 45, something like that. You get 2 mega packs, right, which have your Mojo packs in them, and then you get 5 regular packs. Now, guess what's in those regular packs? Nothing but veterans and rookies. You don't get prospects anymore, right? So thank God it's a good rookie class. You might get a couple good rookies, but no prospects in there. Bullshit. That's complete bullshit.
Yeah, because you would want Ethan Solis.
Yeah, that's what
Bowman Chrome. Yeah,
Solis,
Well, I mean, because look how fast Bowman Chrome. Like, who wants to spend $300 to get like a base card of a prospect, of the top prospect of that product?
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
So I bought 8 of those. I opened those. They're garbage. They're absolute garbage. Waste of money. All right. So now there's one more. So if you guys follow cards, there's been these MJ Holding mega boxes that they've been putting out. And it's basically nothing but like old stock that MJ Holding has. And the football ones are great. Like people are pulling cool shit, old stuff from the early 2000 packs. If you guys saw that Tom Brady video, I think that's where that score pack came from, where the dude pulled the score Tom Brady rookie. The football ones are great, right? People are getting blaster boxes in there. So they MJ Holding puts up the basketball ones. I buy 10 of the basketball ones. They're $39 a pop. Bro, they are the biggest garbage ever. I opened up 3 of them. You get like 1 retail optic pack, 1 retail prism pack, 1 retail flux pack, 3 packs of those draft picks, which are garbage, star picks, I think they're called. and you get these little doll toys in them. You don't get shit, bro. And I'm going to open those two live on those to show you guys how bad they are. Do not buy those. They are so bad.
That sounds like it sounds like basically just like like basically all the people that went out to Walmart, bought all the shit, and then like opened all that stuff, but didn't do anything with those packs, but just like made repacks out of it.
Yeah.
That's exactly what that sounds like.
Creed
Or
says I
anything
never
that
buy...
didn't sell. Anything that didn't sell at Walmart either.
Creed says I never buy those MJ Holdings. It's trash. The football ones are great. Look up videos of people opening up the football ones. They're great. The basketball ones are fucking terrible. So I got 10 of those I'm going to open up in front of everybody. So I'm going to make this video, and it's going to be about shitting on three companies. And I'm going to send it to those companies and say, look at this. This is garbage. This is not good. Fanatics taking over the licenses, and they're instantly putting out shit. Now they're adding veterans to the set that aren't even worthy of putting on cards anymore. So you're going to add more shitty veterans, which means the print count is going to be higher on the sets. The mega boxes are $60 to $90 a box now. You know how much mega boxes were in 2019? $19. Now they're $60 to $90, you guys. A regular blaster box is $30 to $40. Regular blaster boxes in 2019 were $14. If you guys, I will say this right now, there is very little product that is worth buying unopened. To me, there was only two things worth buying unopened right now. And you can still find them on Fanatics. The Topps Chrome Monster boxes are excellent, man. They're fun to open. You got the great rookie class of Corbin Carroll, Adley Rushman, Jordan Walker, Gunnar Henderson, Michael Harris. You got all these great Francisco Alvarez. You got a great rookie class, and you get like 10 X-Fractors per box, which are special refractors that are some of the nicest looking refractors. And you on average, you get either an auto or a colored numbered refractor every other box. They're fun to open. They're $59 a box. I had a blast opening those, dude.
I like those better too, compared to like even like the hobby box packs, right? I don't feel like I'm getting so screwed over every time I open one of those packs for just getting like 4 cards in it. You know what I mean? There's like at least like, what is it, 5 to 6?
Yeah, it's nice. You're getting something decent. I mean, you're not getting your money back on every box, but it's fun to open. That's the only reason to open unopened product, is because you're having a good time. Do not chase Wembyana in unopened product. Don't. If you want to get Wembyana cards, just go buy the singles on eBay when the product comes out. It's not worth wasting your money.
Well, I also would not buy Wembyana at this point in time either. Like, he's probably like at an all-time high. Like when his like Bowman University first auto first was released, it's like what, $2,000 card. That card's now hitting what, 6K?
Yeah.
After a month of playing. So I mean, I feel like that's still like that's too high of a buy-in at this point.
Yeah, if you just wait on him, it'll drop. Every player drops. It will eventually drop. He'll probably get hurt, this and that. People are just seeing how good he is right now, and the physical, like he's a specimen. But he's not. He's a rookie and he's young. He's not going to be able to play the whole year.
The whole season, it's the whole season. He can't keep that up.
Well, it's the Spurs. He'll play, dude. If he's fine, he's not injured. The Spurs, especially with that new, the new make the All-Star game bullshit. You got to play like 62, 65 games or whatever it is. Like they'll keep him out there. I mean, as long as he's healthy and staying in good shape, he'll play. He'll ball.
Yeah,
they're not going to take him down. There'll be more in a minutes restriction than a game restriction. You know.
Yeah, I'm not doubting that point in factor, but like I think it's like one of those situations where it's like it's a new player. You know, I would assume teams are still figuring out strategies to go against them, and then they'll figure that out like probably like the third game or so playing against them.
Yeah, but you can't figure out blocks and fucking the passing that he does. This guy is kind of insane.
He is
It's
very-
definitely not all about points with that guy, and it's just
Yeah.
about. And with him, it's just about potential. It's not about like. It's definitely not about in basketball.
Well-
it's not about figuring it out the same as it would be.
Yeah,
in,
it's just
like
figuring out the
Travis
strategy.
Kelce getting triple covered now, and he's had two of the shittiest games of his career back to back. You know, so
cards, man, are just they're even a bigger shit show than comics, you guys. So be happy about that. That's for sure. Some other things that are interesting. We had a great Hot 10 the other week on Friday. If you guys haven't seen the Hot 10 on last Friday night, make sure you go check it out. House of Stein. Some very interesting things going on behind the scenes because of that Hot 10.
yeah,
Are we
that's
being
cool.
canceled?
I think you should describe
So
describe that. You did to me since I wasn't part of it Friday
yeah.
or Saturday.
So basically, the number one book on the Hot 10 was the all caps comics, the all caps Comics Gate Crew all caps comics book, Black Riding Hood. And there was a little bit of controversy. We didn't know much about it. We went and looked about it at that day, and we put it. Stein in our chat was like, "Hey, what's going on with this book? Look, it's selling like crazy. It's had like 5 or 6 sales all just tonight, and they're selling for this. Do you think I should put it on the list?" And Stein has put those books on the list before. It's not a big deal to put a controversial book on the list. It's just not. And he asked us basically, "Hey, do you think I should put it on the list?" And we were like, "Fuck yeah, put it on the list." So we put it on the list, and we had a pretty crazy conversation about it. It was very interesting. And the next day, this is last Saturday, right before the whole Epic debacle and my internet debacle that I had, I get a link sent to me from Degenerate DNA, basically through Hood from Degenerate DNA, of Ethan Van Sciver live on his all caps comic show talking about the list and playing us talking about the list. Let's take a look.
It's not naked girls anymore. We're just going to use the N-word all the way through the book, and that's how we're going to sell it. You know what I mean?
When did we give up naked girls?
Yeah, well, we still are doing that too. Why not naked girls using the N-word? Look, whatever works.
Combine it.
I'm gonna add honky in there too.
I like this.
So they literally watched the show, talked about it, this and that. And I started putting stuff in the chat saying, "Hey, I'm a co-host on that show. I'm the producer of that show." And instantly I started getting a bunch of people being like, "Oh, you're a snowflake, this and that, blah 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 blah." And I'm like, "No, you guys, like, I'm not. I'm definitely not." And Ethan says, "Yeah, if there's anybody that's part of that show in the chat, let it be known." So I put up a super chat. And shout out to Ethan and the guys on the show. They were very good about it. They did exactly what we would do if we were in their position and we were kind of joking and cracking jokes on people doing a show. None of what they said was, out of line, in my opinion. You could tell they were joking about us. You can tell when we said things that they liked, they said, "Oh, that's cool," and things they didn't like, they kind of made fun about it. Totally fine with everything they said. Totally fine. I thought it was great. So I get in touch. I send an email to Ethan and John Malin and say, "Hey, I'd love to have you guys come on the channel. Love to have, I'll get some of those guys that were on that original panel. They do a show with me every Saturday night usually, and I'd love to have you guys come on and talk about it. And guess what, you guys? They said they're down. So I'm hoping that if all the stars align, we might have John Malin and Ethan Van Sciver on the show Saturday night. So cross your fingers.
Well,
Yeah.
I can't make it Saturday night.
Oh.
My band. It depends on what time they show up.
I'm
my
just
band's
fucking
playing
with you.
early. Yeah.
Your band's more important than that.
Dude, having EVS on here, there's gonna be haters though.
Yeah.
I don't care. Yeah, you could. Yeah,
I know you don't give a fuck. That's the best part about being on here. That's why we're friends.
Yep. So it's going to be a very interesting conversation. I think it's going to be a fun conversation. I hope I can get Mel on there too. I know Hood will be here. So hopefully if Stein can make it. I think it'll be a very interesting conversation, and we'll see where it goes from there. So shout out to all the people from Comicsgate that have joined and subscribed to this channel. I hope you enjoy what you see here. I hope you you like what you watch and you throw us a thumbs up. That's all I can say. You guys know I've talked about being a fan of Ethan Van Sciver's art in a big way. He's one of my top 3 favorite all-time artists. The Green Lantern saga that he did with Jeff Johns is my top 3 all-time favorite storylines. I've always been a fan of Van Sciver's art, and I'm pretty much a fan of his shows and a lot of the stuff he says. I don't agree with everything, but I don't agree with everything that everybody says. So it's going to be very interesting. I'm looking forward to it. So shout out to them. We'll see if we can get them on. You think we stream a lot? Those guys stream even more, and that's the interesting thing. We all stream so much that sometimes, even though we're fans of people, we can't watch everything they do. So it's nice to be able to to say that I don't watch every show that you do, so come on and explain about this book, or I don't get to see everything that you put out and deep dive into it. Come on and explain about this because we don't really know what's going on here. So we'll see how that plays out. And that again will be Saturday night for Mayhem. One thing I want to do is I want to update everybody about time. So we're going to try and start doing this show on Wednesday nights an hour earlier. Hopefully you guys are cool with that in the chat. The reason why we want to do that is because with the time change, daylight savings time change, it'll make it easier on the people like Vinny that are on the East Coast. And we're going to do everything we can to get Vinny on here more. We love Vinny over here, and we love having Vinny be part of this channel any chance we have. So, and hopefully it'll be cool for you guys that are on the East Coast that you guys don't have to stay up as late to watch the show on Wednesday night.
Mm-hmm. I think the plan is 9 p.m. Eastern, if I'm not mistaken.
9 p.m. Eastern. Ish. Yes. Yes, you got it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, we need that extra ish to roll that joint or blunt.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, and then since I
I'm
can't
eating early dinner, so I get to have an early lunch, so that's a good thing.
And to set the record, since I won't be on probably like on the Saturday, because I did catch a glimpse of what they were saying. This isn't a look of thinking everyone on the panel is full of shit. This is a look of me being like super high. So.
Cheers.
I do have a couple of things that I want to say because we didn't get to have a market report tonight. There are a couple of interesting things. I want to shout out Bryan's Comic Garage, who dropped some pretty interesting information. Let's see here. Did he put it in the Discord? He might have put it in the Discord. Let me see if it's in the Discord. It's either in the Discord or he put it in Instagram. Let's see here. Oh, here we go. All right. So, for all the Star Trek nerds out there, a rare, crazy piece of memorabilia that was thought lost got put up on eBay unknowingly and taken down once they found out what it was. This was originally put up the other day. It says Rare Custom Star Trek USS Enterprise by Richard Dayton or Datton. Do you guys know about this? Have you guys heard about this at all?
No,
did
and
hear-
Paul didn't send it to me, so no.
So
I
Can
want
we
to
still
say,
talk about Star Trek a little?
yeah.
I want to say shout out to Chad Cave. I think is the one that brought it up somewhere, like you either in the after show Discord chat or something,
yeah, it's
or pre-show, one of the two.
yeah, this thing is nuts. So it's, I guess, a long lost piece that they've been trying to find. It is, from what it sounds like.
From what I remember, is like what the original piece was like stolen from the original creator,
Yeah,
and then it's been missing for what 30 something
since
years.
the 70s. Yeah, it was in Gene's. What's Gene Roddenberry's? Is that his name? Gene Roddenberry. His
I don't
office in the 70s, and it was stolen. And it's the original filming miniature of the USS Enterprise. So shout out to Bryan's Comic Garage and of course James Kreider, aka Brains, who are just amazing.
So somebody's rich.
Mhm.
Somebody,
Yeah,
No,
somebody's rich.
So well,
They are now.
Someone crazy. Well, I thought that what they threw it up on eBay.
And they took
and
it
then
down.
They took it down immediately. But like no matter if you publish something on the internet, like and it peaks of someone's interest, like that's definitely a screenshot of that shit.
Yeah, but it didn't sell.
No,
It
not
didn't
yet.
sell, but then like you still know who posted it, like what user.
No, someone's rich now that they didn't know what the fuck they had. This is like the Antique Roadshow
Well,
example here.
Is it that, or is it like they're guilty for having a stolen item?
Oh, okay. Never mind.
Yeah. So they thought they waited long enough, but apparently they didn't.
Caught me in the shower. It wasn't me.
Yeah.
Let's see if I can find it.
Oh, Wonderworld saying it's stolen. Eugene Roddenberry.
Yeah.
Oh, eBay closed the auction. Okay.
Oh, got it. Oh,
eBay
so it didn't
closed
come.
it.
Okay. So,
So now you see two sides of the coin. How eBay treats stolen goods versus other places.
That's crazy, dude. I'm trying to find out where the original messages I got sent it. But yeah, man, that's absolutely unbelievable. And I'm sure that's happened with Star Wars stuff throughout the years. I know a lot of original lightsabers and stuff. All right, so then here's another thing. So this is kind of crazy. This is...
Hi, I'm Mike, owner of the Ingram.
Look at this. This is... Shout out to Nate138. Sent me this. He says, "Hey, Bryan, I know this isn't comic related, but I also know you do other collectible stuff. This is a preview of a Whatnot auction that is happening on Sunday for some very special vinyl. The vinyl is very special because it's very rare and very hard to get. Most of the stuff is still sealed from the 70s and 80s and some of the most desirable rock and roll stuff. This is the kind of stuff you buy and sell at a later date. There are some holy grails in this lot. You may want to mention it, so check this out." This is pretty crazy.
Hi, I'm Mike, owner of the Ingram in Phoenix, Arizona. Today I'm going to give you guys an auction preview of all the stuff that I'm going to be putting on Whatnot this Sunday, the 12th, at 11 a.m. Arizona time. You can click the link below to go directly to the stream. If you've never purchased on Whatnot before, if you click that link, you'll get $15 off your finger paintings. Still sealed, super clean. This is a consignment lot. We do consignments for folks, and this is all stuff that we took in on consignment specifically to auction on Whatnot. We do it for other people too, so if you guys are ever interested in that, contact
I might have to go
us at
check
the
out
store.
the story.
But let me get right into it because there is a lot of stuff. I'm going to try to go as quick as possible and show you guys what we're auctioning off. But let's start with the original Mobile Fidelity UHQRs. Most of them are sealed. That is Earl Klug's finger paintings, still sealed. This is a still sealed copy of Cat Stevens' Tea for the Tillerman.
That's crazy.
We've got a still sealed copy of Supertramp's Crime of the Century.
Oh wow!
This is a still sealed copy of the Beatles, Sgt. Pepper, with the original price, which was $50 back in the early '80s. Still sealed, super cool.
Oh, that's my favorite album.
Pulsed the Planets, that is also still sealed. What is that? 5. And we've
I
got
should say
Rafiki,
favorite Beatles
Pines
album.
of Rome.
Yeah.
This
Mine's Rubber
is sealed
Soul.
as well, and still sealed copy of Alan Parsons' iRobot. The only sealed UHQR that's missing is The Dark Side of the Moon, which he actually auctioned off with me in the last stream.
Wow.
Let's crank out some more of these box sets because there is an absolute ton of them. Frank Zappa's Beat the Boots, limited edition box set, still sealed copy. We've got, this is a great box, The Who Phases. This is My Generation, a quick one. Who Sell Out, Tommy, Who Are You, Who by the Numbers, Quadrophenia, Who's Next, and Live at Leeds. German pressings. Cool box. Genesis, 1970-1975. This is the much rarer 200-gram vinyl variant.
Genesis, wow.
We've got the Rolling Stones 1964 to 1969, the Back in Black box set that is still sealed. Also, this is a Beatles the Rolling Stones mono box set. This is the first pressing that was on black vinyl. It was reissued on color vinyl. This is a still sealed copy on black vinyl, number 566 of 10,000. Before they reissued it, that was a $1,200 box. I'm going to try to skim through the box sets. This is pretty cool. This is the Rolling Stones story. Bunch of album, it's an early albums box set, 12 LPs on Decca. I'll talk more about these in depth too when the auction is going on. The original Typo Negative, None More Negative box set from Record Store Day many years ago, so maybe 2014, off the top of my head.
I can answer this
Frank
question
Zappa,
for Chagger.
The Old Masters.
200 gram is referring to how much the vinyl actually weighs. Like it's like a thicker material.
More Ugama Gama,
How many
Adamar
grams
Mother,
until
Metal,
it's a
Obscured by
felony?
Clouds, The Dark Side, Wish You Were Here, Animals, and The Wall.
Look at that.
256.
Still sealed.
All right, cool.
And I'll throw you out one more box set. This is Pink Floyd's. This is PFB1. This is a French box set, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe not. Dark Side is Quadraphonic. This is the Australian box set, excuse me. Australian box set. Dark Side in there is Quadraphonic. Pretty much everything in this collection is near mint, sealed, unplayed. This is a guy who collected more so, not to listen to, but he collected more so to collect. But let's get into the actual bulk of the LPs. Check it out, Pink Floyd, Wish You Were Here, UK.
My favorite
in the
Pink
original
Floyd
shrink.
song, Wish You Were
This
Here.
is
But
a
my
still
favorite
sealed
Pink Floyd
copy of
album is
Mobile
Dark Side
Fidelity
of
of
the
Pink
Moon.
Floyd's Adam Hart Mother. Still, this one isn't. This is the red mono Japanese
go,
revolver.
Revolver.
A bunch of these
Great
red monos
album.
are in this collection. A lot of them still sealed. Like this is still sealed in the original
Rubber
distributor
Soul.
shrink. But this
Yeah,
is
that's
red mono
album.
Rubber Soul. Sealed
life's my
red
favorite
mono
Beatles
Sgt.
album,
Pepper. There
song.
can't be too many of these things floating around there that's still sealed in the distributor shrink. But check this out. Still sealed copy of Mobile Fidelity Sgt. Pepper with the original $15.98 price tag on it. This is a mono white album, Japanese red wax. This is super rare. A lot of people, I don't even know about this. So this is the UK import of the white album, but it's an export only. They only made this for export to the United States, but it's on white vinyl. This copy is still in shrink with the Hive sticker. Really cherry copy. Look at this. How about the Beatles?
Wow.
Magical Mystery Tour, the very first pressing in the world of this album on a true stereo Horror Zoo label in the shrink with the original import $9.95 price tag. Japanese red wax mono Yellow Submarine. Abbey Road Pro Use. Pro Use was a Japanese audiophile series. This is still sealed in the distributor shrink. How about this? This is awesome. The winner of my shootout video from The Wall. This is Pink Floyd's The Wall demo copy with the original timing strip. I mean, a grail. Something you don't see every day. Japanese Joy Division, Unknown Pleasures. Here we have a UK, also winner of my shootout video, A2B2 Dark Side of the Moon. But this is actually an even more rare version because this uses the original metalwork, right? A2B2, but it uses the label that you found on subsequent pressings, the A3B3. So actually rarer than the solid blue triangle, but still audio-wise winner of my shootout. A Robert Ludwig, Led Zeppelin 2. If you click that link too below, you can go and see all this stuff, more photographs, descriptions, conditions. I looked on Discogs. I think 5 or 6 people in the world have this according to their Discogs stats. This is a Japanese copy of Phantasm, but it's a white label promo. Japanese Pro Use Dark Side of the Moon. Again, Japanese audiophile. Here we go. One of my favorite all-time records. This is an original Velvet Underground and Nico with the censored cover and mostly an intact banana. Mobile Fidelity, Led Zeppelin, Still Seal, Led Zeppelin 2. All this stuff too, by the way, starts at $10. It's no reserve. It's going for what it goes for. Never mind the bollocks. It's the Sex Pistols. UK first pressing.
Nuts.
Blank back. Mobile
I've
Fidelity.
only
Pink
seen
Floyd.
that
No.
record once in person.
This is great. The Stooges, right?
Didn't know
Look
it's
how
so
clean this is.
expensive.
In the shrink with the
Yeah,
original price
first
tag. I mean, this is awesome. This is probably the grail of the auction. This is an original, not counterfeit. It was a heavily counterfeited record. An original UK pressing of David Bowie's The Man Who Sold the World. Black label, UK Mercury pressing. Holy grail, David Bowie record. This is, I want to say, a Filipino. Pink Floyd's Wish You Were Here. Cream. Fresh Cream. This is the Kevin Gray, Steve Hoffman DCC copy. Still sealed. More DCCs in this. Japanese Cream.
What not, huh? All right.
This is Obscured by Clouds, Pink Floyd. I want to say this is a UK copy. A UK copy of X-Ray Specs. One of my all-time favorite records.
Specs.
That is New Order, Power Lies and Corruptions, Japanese pressing.
Amazing.
This is just a super cherry, clean copy of the Rolling Stones Let It Bleed with the shrink hype sticker inner. Awesome. This is a very, very rare bird here. This is
consignment.
the Rolling Stones Satanic Majesty's request. Their Satanic Majesty's request. But this is a true
I'd be
U.S.
grading
mono
this shit.
first pressing.
I would
Very,
be
very difficult to
selling
find this record as a U.S. mono. UK, much easier. Japanese, who's next? We've got
You wouldn't sell 'em for $10
German,
on
who's next in the
Whatnot?
shrink. Japanese Tommy.
Fuck, dude.
Rush, Moving Pictures. This is made in Holland. Some more. Japanese Rush. Permanent Waves. Leonard Skinner, Street Survivors. Japanese pressing. Again,
So
a very
this is
rare,
Josh
bizarre
Co-
record. This is Pink
Josh's
Floyd's first album.
collection,
Hyper
right?
Gates of Dawn.
All
This is
these
a US
Japanese
mono.
records?
Very difficult to find in mono in the US. Much easier to find a UK mono. Public Image Limited. Japanese pressing. A lot of nice AC/DC in this collection. Power Ridge. Pink Floyd's 2 LP special price compilation. This is Saucer Full of Secrets and Piper at the Gates of Dawn. This is Ram in mono. Came out originally as a radio station dedicated mono mix, or dedicated, it might have been a full, I'm not 100% sure, but that's kind of recreating that. Queen's Flash Gordon soundtrack. Queen News of the World, Japanese pressing. We've got Fleetwood Mac's Then Play On, Japanese pressing. Black Sabbath, Live at Last, Japanese pressing. Sweet Thunder, this was a competitor of Mobile Fidelity's back in the day, out of Beverly Hills. It was called Sweet Thunder. It was an audiophile label. This is a still seal copy of Joe Cocker's Mad Dogs and Englishmen. The Sweet Thunder stuff is not terribly easy to find. It was never successful as Mobile Fidelity. Dire Straits Communique, Japanese pressing. Japanese pressing of Heavy Metal. Japanese master sound of Bruce Springsteen's Born in the USA. We've got a Japanese pressing of Blind Faith's subtitle. Iron Maiden, Japanese pressing Number of the Beast. Oh, this is nice.
crazy,
UK copy
dude.
of Deep Purple's Made in Japan. Stanley Kubrick's Clockwork
I'm gonna
Orange,
go check it
Japanese
out.
soundtrack.
I'm gonna try and go check it out. Maybe I'll go.
We've got the New York
Saturday.
Dolls. Japanese pressing, and it is autographed by somebody.
Oh,
Probably somebody on the record, but it could have been the guy who owned it. I'm not 100% sure. I don't authenticate autograph. Andy Warhol's Velvet Underground featuring Nico. Very cool comp with a very cool cover. Love Over Gold, Dire Straits, Japanese pressing. Mobile Fidelity.
So this shit just keeps going and going and going. I mean, if you guys want to check it out, I'll put the link in the description.
Well, it sounds like it's like every major musician from like the 60s to the 70s.
I'm gonna
And on a holiday
subscribe to
weekend
it.
too.
The guy's name's the In Groove. Let me go ahead and share the link. Copy.
Within.
I'm gonna put it in the comment section for anybody that wants to go see it, and I'm also gonna share this post on the YouTube channel. So there you go. Shout out to the In Groove. Man, look at this.
Shot him a follow.
This is badass. We're gonna have to go check out this store. Maybe we'll turn it into a Bogcast type episode, also, because that'll be a lot of fun to check out.
Got
Very, very cool.
146 bookmarks.
So one of my favorite records I own is from this crust band called Drop Dead, and you can tell which one's a first printing of the way the grooves are in the record. So you actually, instead of putting the needle on the outside of the record to play it in, you actually put it on the inside of the record and it plays out.
Oh, that's wicked, dude.
Yeah, it still spins the same way on the turntable. It's just like, yeah, you just start it on the inside and it goes outside.
Shout out to Lord Zero. He's gonna have to check it out since it's here in Arizona. AZ, another local AZ guy. That's fucking cool, man. That's super cool. So, man, gonna be a crazy, crazy weekend. So add it to another thing to add to your list. I appreciate everybody hanging out with us tonight. Tonight was just going to be a simple, easy show to try and make sure the new setup was working for the most part, and I think I got it down working for the most part. I changed my audio completely, so you guys let me know if you're catching this on the replay. Let us know if all the audio sounds okay. Like when we talk over each other, I want to make sure that there's no like underwater. We were having this problem where if somebody talked over somebody, it sounded like somebody else was underwater, and if a video was playing, it sounded like somebody was underwater. I know people are saying like it sounded like it was only coming out of one side of the sound. So shout out to Ryan for letting me know about that stuff. I got a whole new audio setup, and I'm going to be changing around the OBS setup too. So we'll see how that plays out. Let me know if you guys have any suggestions. And yeah, make sure you guys come hang out with us tomorrow night on the Bogcast. Long Story Short is going to be tomorrow night also, right? You guys doing Long Story Short tomorrow?
Yes, we're doing a atypical show. Ben is out of town right now, so we're doing a pickup show.
Okay, very cool.
Yeah,
very cool.
I'm curious to see what Joe got for his birthday. So
yeah, before we leave, we got to figure out a way to sing Joe his birthday song. So let's see here.
While you look that up, happy Veterans Day to everyone, and thanks to all that served.
All right, let's see if this works.
Oh, that's awesome.
Happy birthday, fucking Joe. Happy birthday, Redhood.
Happy birthday, Red Hood. Appreciate you, brother. Love you. Have a good night tonight, and we'll see you soon. Thank you for everybody out there that hung out with us tonight. We'll see you soon. We don't have the regular outro tonight, so we're just going to go ahead and end it. Adios.
Happy birthday, Joe.